So, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're watching from, we from the Diaspora panel says Happy New Year as we look ahead for the new things to come. With me tonight are my friends, my great panelists. We have Dr. Kunle Lemboye. We have Mr. Tony Eze and I, Jude, here tonight to wish everyone a new year, new beginning. Like I said earlier, we are going to review what I've done for the last year. You are welcome again. So,
thank you.
Yes. Can we hear from you, Dr. Kunle? You're welcome, Dr. Kunle.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm happy to be on tonight.
Yes, and
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to our friends and families in Nigeria, in Spain, and Germany.
Cool. Mr. Tony, can we hear from you, Mr. Tony?
Oh, I'm so overwhelmed. I thank God for these days, and I thank our audience, wherever they are. We are so proud of their support. And we are here to tell them that we have been energized to do more in the coming year. And they're going to see more of us in action. And this time around, we're going to do our best to reach out to our audience so that we can have direct contribution of some of personalities into our program so that we can easily ask direct questions and get direct feedback. We are so happy that the Lord has taken all this far and we are ready to move ahead.
Cool, you're welcome, brother. Now, actually, why we met this night, this early morning, was to look behind what we have, what we actually did last year. Starting from January last year, we went through some, series of events, following events in Nigeria, and we're able to, go through them one after the other, and trying to advise the government on how they can deal with issues. Though most of us were on the hard side when this issue came on, and some of us too are on the other softer side, but we were able to integrate things together. It could be hurting to some people in the government, it could be hurting to some Nigerians, but we have to do it because we have Nigeria at heart. And whoever it might hurt, we just said, if anything we have done has hurt you for the last year, we apologize for that. But the good thing there is that we don't want to go back because we want Nigeria to go forward. We're still hammering the truth, trying to see how the government can move beyond what they are. So we have to go nail it at the head. We are doing it for betterment of the country. So like I said, whoever it hurts, take it like that, please. Don't bear with us. All we are doing here is to make sure our country go to the greatest. We're not doing it to hurt anyone. Like I said, you all know that. We have seen results from what we have done, and we have seen changes, even though it's not yet completed, but it's going to come. And we still hope that this year we contribute more to help the Nigeria move forward. So we have a couple of events we have done, and we invite my panelists here. Well, I call Dr. Kunle the Honorable. As far as we're in this panel, we are honorable. And my honorable doctor, I would like you to take some of the events that started from January this last year. For instance, we talked about we talked about the first one I remember was, should Nigeria be restructured? And we dealt with arresting the insecurity in Nigeria and the social benefit scheme. I would like you, if you can actually bring it back to us, recap what you have done, and see if there's anything missing which you might need to add to it. Dr. Kule, I come to you to take over.
Yes.
Yeah. Can I just support correct? I mean, so that we can keep on reorganizing. Yes. I think my honorable member are likely to treat the Nigerian 4 trillion loot, the kind of leaders we need to have and others. Dr. Kul, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, my fellow panelists. It has been a great year, I have to be honest. I've enjoyed all my time on the Diaspora panel. And I must say that the Diaspora panel has done well. From the last count, we did over 43 videos. And we know that, yeah, some of the videos, some of the content, you see, reached the authorities. And we have seen, you know, that they have acted on some of our suggestions. Yeah, and as Jude said, you know, some of us might be too passionate about the country. You know, we might have said a couple of things that didn't go well or down well with people in high places. But honestly, I believe we do not mean any harm. The only thing we mean for the country is good. So all is good. Yeah, there are a couple of topics that resonate with me. You see, out of the 43 videos that we produced, and my last count, we are getting up to like 2,000 views, which I think I give kudos because it's very difficult to get views on programs like this, you know, because people consider it as boring. But for us, it's not boring, it's good for us. So some of the topics that I would like to talk about or to recap on are, one, yeah, the type of leader that we need in Nigeria. And I must tell you that when we had the program, I think it was 2-3 months ago, we all said we need a detribalized Nigeria, a detribalized leader with servant mindset. I think that was the consensus that we had in that meeting. Somebody that is ready to serve the people and not waiting for him to be served. And we said that we need a leader, okay, that would actually bring forth positive synergy and that we annex, you know, the capabilities of Nigerians to ensure that the country moves forward in the right direction. I think, you know, because 2023 is around the corner, okay, I think the topic actually made very good sense because, you know, as we know what has been happening in the country, so the urge is for everybody, you know, to be awake from their slumber and make sure they participate in the current political dispensation because the lives of every Nigerian depends on it. If we get it wrong this time, I believe that it will be very difficult for us to reemerge, you know, from our downfall. So the program, that topic, you know, the type of leader that Nigeria needs, especially at this crucial time, actually resonated with me. And we also talked about the FIRS, you know, budget. You know, in Nigeria, where everybody has been crying about budget padding. We shed light on the 228 billion naira budget that the Federal Inland Revenue Service actually, you know, presented to the National Assembly. It was a shock to all Nigerians because of the amount budgeted for entertainment, you know, amount budgeted for staff retreat, 1.1 billion. Over 200 million was budgeted for sports. About 7.9 billion naira was budgeted for donations. And I could remember one of the participants saying that it's a federal agency saddled with the collection of taxes. You know, who are they donating to? Are they donating the money that was collected from Nigerians to whom? You know, and we know that millions of, in fact, billions was budgeted for uniforms, for the driver's uniform and whatever. So that program actually shed light into some of the waste that we are experiencing in Nigeria, most especially when the country was requesting for loan. I think it was about $30 to $60 million from the World Bank to fund COVID-19 plans in Nigeria. And I think that program actually resonated with a lot of Nigerians, and I received a lot of calls regarding it. We also did a program that I think, you know, for me, you know, is strategic, especially because of the problems we are facing in Nigeria. And when I said it's strategic, because a lot of us know that Nigeria have trillions of naira stuck abroad, trillions of naira. And as a result, you know, any strategy to bring back our money, you see, to me, will be crucial to national development. And we did a program on how Nigeria can retrieve 4 million loots. And we initiated a program called FRAP, which was tagged Fund Repatriation Amnesty Program. And the aim of that program is to inject clean money into the Nigerian economy over a 5-year period. And the idea is that if we have Nigerians that might have, you know, stashed money abroad, maybe avoiding taxes or whatever, you know, because not all the money being stacked abroad are stolen. There are some legitimate money that people decide to stack abroad, maybe because of currency devaluation or inflation or whatever. So the idea is that Nigerians, if you have money abroad, you know, please bring it home. There is a program for you that we are proposing called FRAP. And the aim of that program is to bring back money stashed abroad to aid in national development. And the key there is that any money invested, you know, in this program will yield returns. You see, Nigeria is just not saying, bring back the money and you pay taxes on it. In fact, that program, you know, you are tax shielded. You won't need to pay any taxes. And there will be an amnesty for you if you have dodged tax, if you have played a hanky-panky on the tax processes, you know, you are exonerated. You see, nobody's going to come after you. And that program, I must say, actually resonated with a lot of people. I received a lot of calls. And if you remember, you know, there was this story in the National Assembly that one of the most reputable national newspapers in Nigeria did. And they revealed that a lawmaker in the National Assembly presented what looks like exactly, you know, what we proposed as his own idea. You know, for us, we know that internationally, that is infringing on people's copyright, okay? But for us, okay, we are not going after the legislator to say that, listen, we propose this. This is not yours. You know, why are you lying to Nigerians that this is your handiwork? It is not. We don't care. The fact that somebody picked our idea up and used it for the development of Nigeria is enough for us. So that is that about the highlight for me. You know, topics that resonated with me in 2021. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I think you are muted.
I'm mute.
Sorry, gentlemen.
Okay.
The recap was well articulated. We went. So as like you said, we did a lot of sources in some of those topics, and it was actually handled. Tony has some recaps which he need to come up with. And it's the end of the year. We are trying to review, recap, and let people who have missed what has happened for the last year see what we have done. And so that's why we panelists are coming with each topic to fill up the gap. So Tony is going to as well give us some of the recap. He has some things to give us there. He has some points which he has. Tony, over to you.
Thank you so much, my colleagues and panelists. So much happy to go back and recount what we have actually done. And look at those ones that kind of always remains lively in my mind all the time when I remember all the episodes. When we look at one of the episodes we had, which in a way is still very, very current and is still ongoing, and we feel at the end of the day, maybe this coming year, things will turn in the right direction. And that was insecurity, arresting the insecurity in Nigeria. When we started this program, part of the thing that really made us mad about the Nigerian situation is insecurity. Even when the government, we gave them pluses in some areas, we discovered that insecurity and kind of inability to tackle it is beclouding some of the successes the Buhari administration had. And we spoke at length on that. And we received a lot of either inquiries, people subscribed, people were calling, showing that it's like you guys are saying what is in our mind and things we are not able to safely say, you guys were able to say it. And we discovered that if you go around the country, the insecurity, the killing, the kidnapping remains. But the way the public reacted to our episode, well, it's nothing I can forget. And we see hope that we continue to speak on this insecurity so that people in diaspora who feel unsafe and other Nigerians will be happy, will be glad to go to their homeland because nowhere is better than home. We don't care how much you make abroad, home is home. And the more we look towards home and find out what is making people insecure, the people in diaspora will realize that, well, not everywhere is insecure. So that they will be able to give kudos to government where they are doing well and to support or add to our voice to ask for peace in the land. So, and we see what happened during the recent election in Anambra State. The insecurity was heightened, but after the election, I think there is reduced insecurity because we kind of discovered that we kept on calling Fulanis and unidentified gunmen, only to discover that some Southerners, both Southeast and Southwest, there are people who are hiding under that idea and are perpetuating crime. And from the feedback we are getting, it appears people are listening and finding out those impersonators of Fulanis, and then they are being dealt with in the right way. So it resonated so much to me that each time I remember that we raise our voice, against insecurity in Nigeria, we are happy we did. Now we go again to the issue of restructuring. That episode is so daring so happy that we touched it. Because you find a situation where the natural resources in the South are being exploited in the name of Nigeria, in the name of federation. And we are discovering that some areas, like in Zamfara State, other minerals are being discovered. And rather than going the same route that we are using in exploiting the oil in the South, the state was given kind of authority to mine, take the resources. And yet they are sharing from the resources coming from the South. we did not feel comfortable with that. And we spoke a lot on that. And we hope that we created an awareness, which people who speak from home base always let us know to continue that they are listening and that there will be changes. We hope so. And we work towards making sure that there should be changes, because you cannot exploiting the South, getting your federal allocation, federal allocation, based on the resources of the South, and you use it sometime to develop the North. We don't care as far as it's equitably distributed. But to discover your own resources up north and prevent the Southerners from benefiting from the resources, we don't feel comfortable about that. And we hope that our government continue to listen. And what we plan to do again in the coming year is that we will try and link up individuals, either in government or popular people in Nigeria, that we can speak to and get either direct criticism or direct answers to what we are saying, because they're on the ground. And if we can speak to individuals in authority, they will make our mouth, our voice louder, and people to understand where we are coming from and where we are going. Equally, we discovered in one of our episodes that the greatest problem we have in Nigeria is the neglect of the middle class and the downtrodden. Because the real fact in Nigeria now is that we don't have middle class. It's either you are rich or you are poor. And we would decided to share our experiences in foreign countries where we find ourselves, where the people who are underprivileged are provided the basic need of life. Why we did say that was, you find out that most of us, where we live in the foreign country, we don't have fence in our houses because nobody is coming to steal irrelevant things or steal minimal benefits of life. And these people, when you don't have a job, government pays you, give you some social benefit that would make you have your 3 square meters a day comfortably. If you're a tenant, they're going to help you subsidize your rent from this social benefit. They have, most of the country, for the poor group, they go to the hospital when they are sick. They don't need to pay money before they are treated because government has an insurance. If you come to Western country, you hear what they call Medicare, Medicaid. This is a kind of free insurance for the underprivileged, for those who are not employed. And countries who have maintained that social benefit, they don't have petty thieves. Apart from kidnapping and what we have in Nigeria, if we can take care of the poor class the way they do in foreign countries, I can tell you with certainty that the minimal crime we have in Nigeria should be able to reduce to probably 50%. Because an angry man is a hungry man. When somebody has not eaten and is watching you floating private jets, watching you having mansions, maybe you did not even finish your secondary school, but because you belong to the powers that be, you behave as if your family owns Nigeria. But these people who are not connected, they are really suffering. And we know that the government listens to us. And that's why the issue of 5,000 monthly was recently proposed. But what can you buy with 5,000 for a family of 2, a family of 3, a family of 4? What we actually proposed was 5,000 weekly. And that will sum up to 20,000 monthly. Because interestingly, the minimum wage in Nigeria, unless it has changed, is 20,000 naira. And the lower class have been able to at least manage their life on that 20,000. So we hope that the government who are taking a step in the right direction will complete the circle to enable these people to smile, to enable peace to reign, because when they are not hungry, they will support all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, my honorable Tony. You nailed it there. We are into it, and we went 1 year with a lot of vigor, with a lot of strength to make sure our country gets better. I have some recap which I need to share as well. You all know, people who watched us last year see how passionate we are, and I'm going to give you some of my recap. We talk about is Nigeria a failed state? I'll start with that. We talk about Nigeria heading towards a failed state due to the activities going on in Nigeria at the moment, due to how the government is acting on Nigeria, ruling the people. And it brings our, we were so much, in a state of, we are all down. Our mood was down because Nigeria does not represent Nigeria. It was over the years. And we in Diaspora want changes. And we have to now remind the people in Nigeria, is Nigeria a failed state? Because that's all we have. Nigeria represents Africa. And it's not showing what it used to be. And we all were passionately speaking out, bringing out what a failed state looks like, and comparing it with what's going on in Nigeria. And we concluded, or some of us did conclude, it's either going to a failed state, not yet a failed state, but if they should reorganize things, if they should follow this pattern, Nigeria will still remain what it is, which we believe the government, the people of authority had us. And like you said, Dr. Kunle and Mr. Tony, you can see some changes were done, trying to see how they can come around and repair things. Yet it's not yet concluded, it's not completed. We are still looking for a Nigeria not to be a failed state. We look forward to next year to correct those anomalies that will bring Nigeria to a proper Nigeria it used to be. That was why we were so passionate last year to talk about Nigeria being a failed state, or it's not a failed state. We are not doing that because we want Nigeria to be a failed state. Definitely what our intention was, Nigeria should learn what a failed state, the pattern they follow, and see how they can correct it, because we are so passionate. And as such, we got a lot of followers. People were calling, people were writing us, guys, you are doing a good work. We did it out of passion, and it really worked. You see, so we are saying that as we enter 2023, the symptoms of a failed state, which we discovered last year, should be corrected, bring things to order. The people on authority should sit up to bring Nigeria to a real state, working state, we can be proud of, because we in that diaspora represent Nigeria. They see us. When they see us, they see Nigeria. Some of my fellow colleagues who are looking for a job, they have it difficult to get a job because of the name Nigeria. There's some sensitive job, like in the bank, they wouldn't give a Nigerian a job because it's called Nigeria. You see, it touches us. And we hope that the government will look into this and work towards 2022 to make Nigeria a better state. It's not yet a fair state. We believe they can do it. We didn't stop there. We continue. The next recap I'm going to say, we have achieved something was, we talk about the National Livestock Transformation Program, which some of us referred as RUGA, trying to learn how we can incorporate the cattle rearers, put them in order, arrange a ramp or whatever they call them, where they can all, train, keep their animals, bring them to order like a slaughterhouse and stuff. We dealt on that. We see how we give Nigeria a lot of, steps to do it, as it's been done in Diaspora, as it's been done in the Western world. We try to educate Nigeria. This is how it's done. This is how it's done. Don't do it this way. And we achieved a lot. And we have seen that over for 4 or 5 months, there have been a little bit pace. It's not yet completed. peace went into that side, and the Fulani issue a little bit declined, died down, and Nigeria started moving up again. So these are the achievements we have done. We did this out of passion, and we hope they should as well as we approach 2022. Look how to handle Fulani cattle rearers issue, because it is one of the things that has reduced Nigeria to being a failed state. And we hope the government can do that. Because we're not giving up. We continue this year, to see what we can do to better the country called Nigeria that belongs to all of us. We want to leave Nigeria in a better state for our children and our grandchildren. That's why we keep on crying, we keep on saying all this, because we have to do it for them. If we don't do it for them, who will do it for them? We owe them a duty, and the duty continues this year. We didn't stop there. We went on the next topic, where we talk about petroleum subsidy. Nigerian petroleum subsidy. What is the benefit? What do we gain from subsidizing petroleum in Nigeria? How are we living with that? How much are we spending on people's money? How much government is spending, and what are the results? What are we getting from that? Are we gaining or we are losing? So we dealt on that issue, and we brought a couple of topics. We cried together, we shared things together, and we asked the government, look into this. Some of us said it's not good. Some of us said, well, we can manage with it. Some of us said government can try and see how they can, amend things. We have so many opinions that I think the people in authority might have got a clue, and they are working on it. At the same time, we are not stopping there, because issues come up, and as they come up this year, 2022, we are going to continue. We will continue dealing with them. Like I said earlier on, we are doing all this thing because we are passionate for it. Not that because we hate anyone. Not because we are anti-government. No. We are not being paid by any government. We are not being paid by any political party. We are not part of any what do you call them, segregation group. We are just Nigerians that love Nigerians. So my colleagues, honorable panelists, I am so glad that you guys are here with me for us to celebrate the last year. And I want all of us again to continue speaking louder this year. Dr. Kule, over to you now so we can hear from you.
Oh, thank you. Wonderful.
Yeah, Dr. Kule is muted.
Yes. Thank you. Wonderful, wonderful, Jude. You have actually nailed it. You shed light on some of the most interesting topics that we had in 2021. Fantastic. And I must say that initially when we started, we were getting like 10, 20 views, and then we were like kind of thinking, what is happening? Why are people not really into this? But you know what? You see, as time went by, we realized that the view increased, tremendously. And we realized that people are listening, and that is, honestly speaking, I don't even believe that we have tried enough. You see, I believe that our next step is to continue, to strive to be better as a group. And what Nigerians should expect from the Diaspora panel in 2022, I must tell you, would be fantastic. The programming will be renewed. We would add sophistication to it, and the drive would be to reach the people, you see, and for Nigerians to contribute on our program. I must say that we are working towards a live show that Nigerians will call in. Nigerians will call in, will contribute their own quota while on air. And we will also endeavor, as Tony said, that we will bring people people that will benefit Nigerians in their heart, in their contributions. And I believe that our viewers, should expect a more vibrant programming on Diaspora Panel. And I must say, yes, Diaspora Panel was started in 2020 by a group of friends. We just met and said, why? Let us contribute our quota. We are just dozer, we need to be active in national development. And we came together. I never thought it would be something that would be going 2 years running. Imagine we started 2019, now 2020, this is 2021. I never thought it was something that would actually progress this far. But as God would have it, we are still here. And I believe that we will continue to be here for a long, long time because, you see, motives, our motive, counts. God sees our heart. I am a Christian. I know that a couple of us are Christian, we have Muslims. But the fact is that I believe that God sees our heart. God knows what we are about. You see, I know that for me and you, because we have spoken at length, we know that we don't have any hidden agenda. We know that we don't have any plan in our closet. We are just passionate about the country called Nigeria. And we want Nigerians to elect a leader, a good leader by Nigerians. Thank you. Let me hand over to Tony. Yes. And we are, sorry, I was drinking wine. We are in a celebratory mood. Let's pop the champagne. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year. Thank you, Dr. Kule, for a wonderful contribution. Yeah, I will follow up from where you stopped. Number one, most Nigerians and some listeners, when you speak passionately about Nigeria, oftentimes they may think you are sponsored by one political party, or you are sponsored by one politician, or you are serving a particular interest. No, nobody sponsors us. All we are really saying is that once you realize that you watching us or listening to us can participate in this program, you're going to discover that you don't require to be a rich man to join us and talk. We really want people, we want direct participation. Feel the way we are feeling, because every venture should not just be about making money. This is a way of giving back to our homeland, because most of us traveled back to our homeland, and you discover due to insecurity, a lot of people, they have good things for Nigeria, but most of them are afraid to speak because they feel that when you speak out, you're endangering your life and your family. But we want people to realize that Nigeria is not as dangerous as they think. For most people in diaspora, it is not so scary the way sometimes we paint, other platforms paint the image. All we are saying is that we need to plan ahead. We need to congratulate governments in the area where they have done well. We need to let them know where they have not performed. Yes. That's the essence of governance. That's the essence of interaction with the populace. That they praise you where you are good and tell you where there is some mistakes. Because the truth is that, say like the president may have good intention, but when such intention are put across board, and the people at other levels are not following up the president's directives, we cannot blame the president 100%. That's why in this program, you used to hear us say it's an organized crime, because every person is contributing to what is happening to Nigeria. If we, as an individuals, wherever we are, abroad and in Nigeria, we see something that is wrong and we say it, sometimes you find out that people around you will want to equally raise their voice. If they discover that you spoke the truth and nothing happened to you, they're going to call themselves. So really, I can say my mind without being kidnapped and killed in Nigeria. You kind of energize the political base. You energize the voters. All of us believe that Nigeria's success depends on all of us. It doesn't depend only on President Buhari or senators. We are partners. And when we work together, we're going to see a better Nigeria. We should not feel that the country Nigeria is gone. No, it's still alive. Because some of the foreign countries where we find ourselves, say like America, it took America almost 250 years to be where they are. So Nigerians and listeners, all hope are not lost about Nigeria. It's just the genuine commitment. And like we said in most of our episodes, for election to be fruitful in Nigeria, just like we have been shown in Edo State, in Anambra State, in I think Ekiti State, that when you vote and you defend your vote, the right people will be elected. If you doubt it, phone and call the governor-elect of Anambra State. He will tell you. Call Edo State governor. He will tell you. Call the Ekiti governor. They will tell you that you have to defend your election. If you don't defend it, the recycle will continue. So let's put our voice together, both listening and in this panel, in this 2022. For those of us in America, we are still in 2021. So those who are already in 2022, please don't close the gates. We are still coming.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Tony. For me, we said a lot last year. We did our best. We went even to a level whereby we became afraid of ourselves. Some of us are saying, "Oh, sometimes we ask ourselves, are we going to travel back to the country called Nigeria?"
Mm-hmm.
And we took the risk. We said, well, whatever it is, we have to speak the truth. You know, sometimes we ask the leaders to resign. We tell them, resign if you don't want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard. And it was harsh.
Not me.
I was one of them. Yes. Yeah, it's hard to say it. But if you look at the Western world where we are, the way democracy is being taught here, it is not a crime to tell a president to resign.
Mm-hmm.
It's a normal thing. So when we open our mouth and say someone should resign, they shouldn't look at us as we are anti-government. But you see, this is where we live for years, and that's how things are done. Yeah. I can equally tell my president here to resign, and nothing will happen to me, and he's living next door to me. So some of us find it so when somebody say, why are you saying this? We find it like, oh, what are you people talking about? This guy is not performing. Let him resign. That's a normal thing. You see, but you know, we know what it is. We know that, well, some of us had, nerves to say it. Some of us were scared, but we didn't have to say it. So that's one of the things I think we have achieved. We have tried to hold Nigerian people, let them have hope that there are people in Diaspora who still remember that they are suffering. The poor people are not getting what they're supposed to do. And as such, we cry out for them, bearing the fact that we are risking our own lives as well. I mean, if the Nigerians don't appreciate it, we have to appreciate it. And we have to give ourselves kudos for that. Yeah. So I thank everyone here who has gone on board to deal with the issues, because we did it, fortunately, without being paid. We have different jobs. After our job, we still have here to come and correct the issues in Nigeria, because as Tony said, we are serving, even though we are not elected by the people, but we felt it is our time to contribute to the betterment of that country. Over to you, Dr. Kunle.
Yeah, thank you. I think, yes. Yeah, going forward, we just want to let our members or the viewers, first of all, I want to let our members know that I will be committed to speak the truth at all times and to speak the truth to power when it is necessary. And the paramount objective for me is to work with whoever is in the arms of affairs in Nigeria to ensure that Nigerians reap the benefit of democracy. Thank you.
Tony?
Okay, maybe this is kind of last closure.
Yeah.
We very much appreciate if our listeners, especially Nigerians, to subscribe to this medium. Keep always viewing. We need your criticism, because if we are not criticized, we may be carried away that we are doing well 100%.
Yeah.
But when you criticize us, we know where we need to hold back. We need to know which area, because most people in Nigeria, they know the burning issues more than those who stay abroad. Through this medium, you can send us information on whatever you think is current that we need to voice. We don't mind going state level. We don't mind going to companies. We don't mind talking on any issue that borders on Nigeria. We need some advice. We need people to volunteer to be a guest. If you look at our website, you're going to see how to reach us. We need people who can volunteer so that people will not look at us as if we are looking for those who we exploit to pay us money. We want your willingness to join us, because we don't know all. We are just touching very few issues, but those on the ground should be able to help us. Thank you so much for listening to us.
Good. For me, I tell the people of authority, watch me out, because I'm going to come in a hard way if you don't do the right thing.
And I'm sure they have heard you loud and clear. And they will continue to do the last thing.
Yeah,
I mean the right thing. Let me just follow up to what Tony said. Yes, we invite you, the public, Nigerians, to participate on Diaspora panel. If you want to participate on Diaspora panel, send us an email to the diasporapanel@gmail.com. The diasporapanel@gmail.com. One word. And give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and we promise you we will do right by you.
Yeah, from where I come from, we are in Happy New Year. Celebrate with me, guys. This is
Happy New Year.
In Ireland.
Happy New Year.
And there's fireworks.
Happy New Year to my brothers and sisters in Dublin, Ireland.
Yeah, God bless you guys. As we go offline now, God bless everyone listening to us. And watch us again in the next few days. You will see us live.
Thank you.
Thank
Happy
you.
New Year, Nigeria.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my American audience. We'll soon join them in the new year. You don't have to worry.
And Happy New Year to my Nigerian audience and Canadian audience.
Thank you.
Yes.
God bless.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.